Hello, top 11 managers around the world. So welcome back to your channel, Mamun Pifi Gaming Football. Mamun Pifi Gaming Football always provide top 11 content. And if you are a new viewer, you should know that this is the only YouTube channel that provide constantly top 11 content speaking in English. I provide every day and I try to cover all the topics and I try to provide valuable tips and tricks just to help you guys. Today I am going to talk about a topic that is asked by many of you. You guys are very concerned as soon as season start on the first day. From the first day, you guys asking the same question again and again. I know that you are very disappointed with these 20% loss. Your team lost 20%. The quality drops after working really hard and increase your team to such a level, from there you perform really well, and then next season, it's gone. Boom, you are no more bigger, no more in the previous shape. You need to train again, you need to use your resources again in order to get back into the previous shape. The thing is, you need to understand why it happens and what is the benefit of it. Surely guys, if you lost 20%, there is benefit and there is a reason, certain purpose of it. So I'm gonna discuss in detail so that you can understand why you lost 20% and what is the benefit of it. And of course, I'm gonna tell you what to do exactly to get back very quickly. Guys, before talking about the solution to these laws, of course, it's not going to be like as soon as you join the first day of the season and you're going to be 20% ahead by using any trick or any hack, nothing like that. Yes, if you're a money user, you can, but as a free user, it's not easy. It's not possible to catch that 20% within just few days. But yes, gradually you can cope up with these. Now, before talking about that, let's talk about, what happens when you lose 20% every season. And what happens when you do not lose 20%. Now, let's assume your team is now 128%. Let's say it's 128%. And at the season end, you are 145%. Pretty big. As a free user, it's pretty big. 145%, it's good. And your next, your team next season, it's going to be 145 at the beginning. Let's say for argument, without not reducing it, it remains 145 after one season. And once you start another season with 145, and at the end of the season, it's going to be like nearly 165%. So it kept increasing, guys. It was 128% at the beginning, or 125% at the beginning, and then at the end it became 145. Next season, it will remain 145 as you are not reducing 20. And after another season, it's going to be 165%. So your team after 5 seasons, it's going to be 195% to 200%. And let's talk about a bit of your opponent as well, because your opponent is going to increase 20%, every season, or 30% or more even, because nothing is decreasing. So your opponent is now, let's say, 125% or 128%. And at the season end, 150% he's gonna be, let's say, he can be more bigger as well, right? Because he is money user. Sometimes money users, even if he is not money users, he's gonna be close to 150%. So your opponent next season 150%, and then after that, at the end of the season, he's gonna be 180%. Again, in another season, he's gonna be 180%. And this way, guys, after 5 seasons, he's gonna be more than 270% as a money users, because he is gonna improve better. If your opponent is money users, if you are a free user, then he is gonna grow faster than you. This way, when you are gonna reach to 150 to 200, your opponent is gonna reach to 250 or 270, even 300. So close to 300, and you are still 50% or 100% lower than him. So there is no chance, guys. There is no chance against money users, because he is gonna grow. Every season he's gonna grow, and he is gonna keep growing. And this way, he is gonna be unstoppable. One day, this will be like this. You're gonna lose 12-0, 10-0, 8-0 to your opponent. Even if you lost the game 2-1, 3-1. won now, in future you're gonna lose even better way. I mean, even higher margin, like 12-0, 14-0. So it's gonna happen. And the number is gonna keep growing. I mean, after 10 seasons, it's gonna be 2,000, 1,500, 3,000 percentage. So it's really, really funny. And finally, I should say that these 20% laws ensures that managers don't stay permanently overpowered. Without these reset, long-term players would stack insanely strong squads, and new or lower level managers couldn't compete. Now here it is, solution. How can you get rid of this situation? Now you cannot really improve your team day night, like 20% bigger instantly. What you can do as a money user, I mean, if you are a money user, you can use player academy coaches to train your player, use your money and tokens. This way you can catch up very quickly. But if you're a free user, the first thing you need to do, you'll have to focus on youth player. That means 18 to 21 years old player. If the player is 18 to 20, then that's fine. The reason is very simple, guys. Young players can be retained easily and regain stars quickly. So they are gonna be very, very fast trainable. You can train them very fast and you can, increase your percentage very quickly. Older players become harder to improve, which is why many managers rotate them out. Before the season, you'll have to save tokens and rest packs so that you can use, as soon as this new season starts, you can use them to train the player, to put the player in player academy. Let's say 500 token. I mean, if you use 500 token at the earliest stage for 2 days, you can increase a player to up to 20 to 30, even 40% bigger. So one player individual, that individual player improvement will also impact your main 11, overall percentage. So what you are going to do at the early stage of the season, you are going to train your youth 18 to 21 years old, especially 18 to 19 years old, and use player academy coaches so that you can increase individual players percentage. Use video drill event most effectively. Watch ads of the video drill and add attributes to the player. Try to add those attributes to the older player because they are not going to train so fast. It will be wise if you keep younger players, but the older one, the most older one is the hardest. So let's say your team is a younger one. The oldest player in your 11 is 24 years old. So you can use those attributes, free attributes, to the player, to those player who are 24 years old. The most old in there. I'm not saying that 24 years old is the most old, but I'm saying just example, if your team is super young and 24 is just just the older one. So this way what I mean is you're gonna train the older one but try to keep the younger 11, and you're gonna train only the oldest in your 11 by using attributes such as from inventory, from a special sponsor, and from video drills. Use draw frenzy attributes, kick around attributes if you get some free one, and keep checking top 11 store. As I said, inventory. In inventory, you are gonna get from store and other sources and other events. From other events, if you get those attributes, you're gonna use on the older one. And the final tips is campus. You'll have to focus on your campus now in order to improve your team faster. You'll have to upgrade your full stadium. You'll have to upgrade your all the facilities, new facilities available, and you will have to maintain your maintain your campus very well. Every day you'll have to work here in order to ensure the fan loyalty. So everything function greatly. That's what you need to ensure, and this is how you're gonna perform well. And very quickly you're going to increase your percentage. The main factor is, of course, training. You'll have to train using rest packs, and if you have a bit of tokens and real money, then you can spend that in the player academy. So this is how you are going to improve your team very quickly. and you can catch up these 20% loss very quickly. So the thing is pretty clear, guys. You need to work hard in every season, and they ensure you hard work, you train, you use your resources properly, and this is how the game is all about. The game is called Football Manager game, so you will have to manage here. You will have to do the main task, I mean, which is called managing resources, managing club. But those of you just think of the football game, then you are wrong. This game is all about managing, so you'll have to manage, you'll have to do things, to manage things in order to get better, in order to be the best. So I hope you understand what I mean. I hope you understand why it is important to drop 20% every season. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done it yet, because I'm gonna provide everyday tips and tricks on this amazing game, Top 11 2026, and this is your channel.